looking at Lightning Network, I came across watchtowers. What's the state of watchtowers, and could you describe them, because I always get confused?
Yeah, and maybe I'll get some help from Giacomo on this too, but the effective reason for having watchtowers is feasibly somebody could try to settle on the main chain with an earlier state of where the liquidity lies. So let's say I have a channel open to you for 1 Bitcoin, and I gradually make transactions. And at first it says, I own 1 Bitcoin, you own 0. And then I make a transaction for 0.1 and 0.1, and eventually it's half and half. If you go offline, I could feasibly try to close that channel with an earlier state, saying that I still own the full Bitcoin and you have nothing, okay? Watchtowers basically kind of watch the state of the channel, and if I try to do anything malicious, I run the risk of losing funds. But Giacomo, I don't know if you want to add anything.
Yeah, I think there will be basically like 4 stages for Watchtower. The first stage is you fire your own Watchtower, which means I have my node, but I also want another node run by me on a less secure environment because it doesn't have the keys, just the copies of the update transactions. So you have a very secure node, which is a hot wallet with the Lightning node. And then you have another node somewhere else for more reliability with the Watchtower. This second node, it will not contain the keys to sign, just the channel update, state updates to prevent theft, to prevent fraud and all state broadcasting. This is the first use, which is already possible, especially NND as this Watchtower, but also C-Lightning, I think, as a Watchtower experiment. The second will be the widespread use of a third-party watchtowering or tower watching for you. And that's a little bit more tricky because these old channel state updates, right now, they are toxic waste. It means that if I give you my previous state, you can use it to defend me, but you can also use it to attack me, because you can try to use that to try to mess with my counterparty that will punish me taking my money. So you can actually damage me. So it's a little bit of sensitive data to give around. So there are some schemes to do this securely, but I'm not aware of any service that does this in a very trustless way. Then the third stage will be having that not just trustless but decentralized. Like you open a channel and you say everybody can watch this transaction and step in if I get robbed and take a fee out of that. There are early on during the discussion about Lightning in 2016, I remember people conceiving this kind of stuff, but very far from implementation. And the last stage will be actually this kind of Watchtower also doing other stuff for you. For example, again, you have to back up your seed, but also your channel states. So what about a service that you encrypt client side? You give the encrypted chunks of your channel backup to everybody in the network who cares, and then you pay via Lightning to recover when you need it. I mean, this kind of very advanced. There is one project called Asai that is basically a Watchtower which also backs you up. That said, it may be that all the discussion is useless, because it may be that by the time we have this advanced ecosystem for watchtowers, we also have L2 and AnyPrivaut, which makes the channel update not toxic waste. So you can post it on Facebook. I mean, it doesn't matter who has it. It's not dangerous. So you can just, the problem is just redundancy and not privacy with that, and not security. So you could have a situation where L2 makes all this watchtower discussion a little bit less relevant.
Cool. Any other questions before we move on?